Hey guys, what's going on? Just putting up another video, giving you guys another update on what I'm looking at. And this thing's really zoomed in, isn't it? Okay, there we go. That's not bad. All right. So sorry for the crudity. I don't have software, so it like mirrors my screen and whatnot. So I'm just using my phone and filming my computer screen. Yeah. Um, but I recently started getting to inverse ETFs. I think of it kind of like a little cheat code almost of the stock market because if one's going up, the other one's going down. And I'll explain it. Let me explain that to you here. So basically, it's two different ones, and one's the shorts version of the other. So we have JDST right here, and let's pull this up on a 90-day 4-hour chart. And then the inverse of JDST is JNUG. Okay. And if we pull that on the 90-day 4-hour chart on that one as well, actually, let's do this. Unlink JDST and JNUG. All right. So if you look at both of these on a 90-day 4-hour chart, they look the exact same, but one is upside down from the other. They're inverse from each other. So you have a peak here and you have a bottom here. You know, they're inverse of each other. They flip. So basically, if JDST is going up, JNUG is going down. So if JNUG is going up, JDST is going up. Or going if JNUG is going up, JDST is going down. Sorry. Now I got into JDST at $60.15, and I rode it up to 71.30, but I sold it at 68.50 as it was coming back down, and it ended the day Friday at 65.90. And JNUG did almost the exact same thing, but it's backwards. Now, if you notice, the price points are different, so I guess it kind of works with your budget on your trading as well. But let me show you guys the list of. Here's let's we'll show Big Mouth. But anyway, let's see if this thing will focus. All right, there you go. I taped this little list on the top of my laptop. So JNUG is the inverse of JDST. Nugget is the inverse of Dust. Drip is the inverse of Gush. DGAS is the inverse of UGAS. DSLV is the inverse of USLV. DRV is inverse of DRN. And then I also have these down here that I'm looking at. These are biotech ETFs. These two mirror each other. So BCC and BBP mirror each other. So if one goes up, the other one's going up. And same concept down here in SGDJ and SGDM. They mirror each other as well. But these two are inverses. Of course, I already just went over those two. These two are inverses, and these two are inverses. So that's what I've been looking at. See if we can get this thing to focus again. That's what I've been looking at here. And if you look at this thing, JNUG and Nugget mirror each other, or they kind of go hand in hand with each other. So if JNUG is going up, Nugget's going up. JDST is going up, Dust is going up, and I'll show you that as well. So JNUG or JDST and Dust. See, they're very similar to each other. They're two different stocks, the JDST and Dust. They very much mirror each other. They just, one goes up, the other one goes up, and they go up around the same percentage. So if JDST goes up 10%, Dust goes up 10%. So, but they're at different price points. Like right now, JDST is at 67.34, and Dust is at 29.34. So, I mean, you can buy two stocks of Dust, or 2 shares of Dust or 1 share of JDST and come about with the same, I guess, roundabouts the same profits or losses, or your risk to profit potential is about the same. But for Dust, I got in with Dust. Where did I get in with Dust? I got in with 23.15. So I got in down here at Dust with 23.15 as it broke support or resistance here, and I rode it up, and I sold in this cluster of indecision, because as you can see, it's at a line of resistance here, and I sold in this resistance, and unfortunately it went up the next day. But with JDST, I was in at 60.15 and I wrote it up, so I still profited on there. But doing this kind of followed my whole week, and it turned my week from red to green, which is good. And I'm looking to see these come back down and break the support again, which means you would then go from JDST to JNUG, it's inverse, and then you would go from Dust to Nugget. You know, both different price points. Nuggets at 23.01, JNUG is at 12.26. You know, so depending on your pockets. And when these start going up, I would wait for it to pass the EMA line here, and just to confirm an uptrend. Now it is at the very bottom of the stochastics, bottom of the MACD. It's oversold on the RSI, and the force indicators coming back up, which is good, I guess. And I'm looking for it to start try to break this EMA line, confirm an uptrend, and then it could go up to here would be its first resistance, would be 14.72, and I would end up looking for it to really come back to $16, where it gets a good amount of resistance there. And if it manages to break there, it can go up to $18, where it can hit another line of resistance and then possibly go up more. Who knows? And the same thing would then go for Nugget, which instead of, $14, it'll end up going to 28, and so on and so forth. As you can see, it's very similar from one another. But what I really do want to know, what I'm really looking at, is DGAS and UGAS. Again, these are inverse ETFs of each other. And now UGAS hit a low. Oh, not its the most recent low, but it went down as low as 51.77 and starting to come back up. And if it can start uptrending again, break this resistance here, it could possibly go to $80. So if you get in at $60 and go to $80, so $20 per share that you have of the ETF. And you gotta wait so you can see a confirmed downtrend on DGAS and also a confirmed uptrend on UGAS, of course, but this is kind of what I'm looking at here. Again, it's almost like a cheat code. If one's going down, the other one's going up. So if you're losing money in one, jump into its inverse and you'll start making some money. I know this is kind of a long video. If you guys have any questions or anything, drop me a line. I'm always willing to answer. Again, I'm learning this stuff myself, so everything I know I'm willing to share. Just, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional at this. I'm learning this just like everybody else. I'm just trying to make the best out of it. I've watched a bunch of different videos from a bunch of different people trying to pick up tips, and I'm sharing everything I know and sharing the things that I realize that are actually working. All right, so that's what I got right now. Inverse ETFs. Again, any questions, drop me a line.